Hi Flosstube, it's Jeannie again, and I thought I would do a little bit of a whip parade and then also maybe a plans. I got a couple of new starts. I got a teeny tiny bit of haul and some plans, and it doesn't look like I have very much battery on my camera, so I'm going to try to make this quick. So I just counted it up and I currently have 8 whips. So I want to try to keep it around 10, but I'll talk a little bit more about that when I get to plans. So the whips that I have going are, this is a stitch along with Priscilla and Chelsea, and I'm probably the only one who's not done with the Bless Our Home. But this is my kind of my patriotic stitch. So here is what it's going to look like when it's done. Many of you have seen this. And then this is where I am on it. I am doing this on, I think it's 14 count sky blue Ada. And so I'm just got a little bit of a start. I started out gangbusters, and then I just haven't really felt like working on this one. I'm hoping I will when it gets closer to summer. But my plan is to change the dog to a dog that will look like my dearly beloved passed away Otis. So a little Jack Russell Terrier. And I think Priscilla did that to make her dog look like Ronnie. So I might just follow along there. So that is that one. Haven't had worked on this one in a long time. The next one, you guys, is I finished one of my my Irish Blessings, but I started this one right when I got back to first started stitching, and this is in a Stony Creek collection, really old booklet that I got at my, a lot of geese and stuff in here, but I got this at my at a used bookstore here in the area, and I'm doing this one. And this one is just a part of the Lord's Prayer, and it's got mushrooms and dandelions, and I loved everything about the colors. I mean, I think this lace and stuff makes it feel dated, but the rest of it I think is really pretty. So, and this is where I am on it. Like I said, I was working quite a bit on it, and then, and this is on, I think 14 count or maybe 16 count lamb's wool. But I really love the way it's coming out. But it's a typical Stony Creek that has lots of color changes, lots of back stitching, that kind of thing. But so I hope to get back to that one this year, and this one will be for me. I'm also doing the 'Tis the Season stitch along, and that is a Blackbird Designs. This is what part of the pattern, what it will look like when it's done, and I'm doing this one on jade. I think this is jade 16 count or 18 count, I'm not sure, but I picture this plus. And this one I did get the Belsois silks for, and I made a start on this when everybody was starting it last fall, and then I haven't worked on it again, but I do love the silks. They're just beautiful. They're wonderful to work with, and they're just beautiful. So so that is 'Tis the Season. You guys, I've been working like gangbusters on this one. This is the, actually it goes this way. This is the free pattern that I'm stitching for my sister, and if you watched my last Flosstube video, you know that I did not get it completed, or I was trying to get it completed because she was here, and I didn't get it done, but I have made a lot of progress on it. I've only got really 2 rows left to do, so and I took it off the Q-snap because I didn't iron it because I needed to move the Q-snap, but I just have these 2 top rows to go. And this is on 16 count 8. I really wish I would have done this one, and this is all DMC. I really wish I would have tried this one on linen. I think it's so pretty. I actually might stitch it again for myself, and I might try it on linen because I think this would be a really good pattern to do on linen, just because it's very repetitive. You know, there's nothing really tricky about it. So anyway, but I think it's coming out really pretty, and I'm almost done with it. So this will probably be my first finish for this year. So anyway, but it's a band sampler, clearly. So just think it's super pretty. So anyway, so there's that. Then you guys have seen, I haven't worked on her since my last video, but you guys have seen my Luce Mia. This is my first Nora Corbett. And this is the Petite Mermaid that I'm stitching for my daughter. And it is on 18 count Opal April Showers Ada by hand dyed by Stephanie. So super pretty fabric that's kind of pink and aqua. And that's where I am on her. And then you guys have also seen my Realist Wave kit, and so I'm working on that as well. And so this is what it'll look like when it's done, and this is where I am on it. So, and it actually goes like this. Oops, sorry. So I haven't worked on that since the last video either, but since I was doing the whip parade, I thought I would show you. So that is 6 whips there, and then I got a recent start. I actually just started this one today and this one yesterday, and I wanted to participate. Both Aviatrix Stitcher and Kansas City Girl and Colorado World are doing stitch-alongs for stockings, and I really got interested in doing some stockings when you all were decorating for Christmas, and so I bought a few stocking kits and I decided to get them started. They're both, I think, encouraging you to stitch on your stockings at on Sundays, and so so I started this little one with the polar bears, which is really cute. And like I said, I just started this one last night, so I just have a little bit done on it. I'm thinking about stitching this one in hand. I don't know if I'm going to or not, because it's a pretty big piece of fabric, and I'm just using the 8 that's in the kit, but I got one little start on one of the tree trunks that's in the back. Just started in the middle, so there's that. That one. And then I decided to start 2 of them. And so I would have some variety, and I have some other kits, so I might start some other ones too. But I also got this one. My daughter loves penguins, and I started with these 2 kind of cutesy ones because I really want to swap out. We're in need of new stockings for my little nuclear family, but since these are going to take a while, I'm doing the cutesy one first. So if it makes sense to do one of these for a grandbaby, I'm nowhere near having a grandbaby, you guys. So, but these would both be cute for kids too, or like I said, for my kids or whatever. My daughter loves penguins, so I just started this one to just kind of organize the kit and got it started today. So I have just a little meager little start on it. Just started again in the center, and and I believe it's this penguin's hat is where they encourage you to start right there. So anyway, so and this is a Janlin kit. These are DMC flosses, and the designer of this one's actually Stony Creek again. So again, typical Stony Creek, lots and lots of back stitch. So so that is my little start on that. As far as haul goes, not very much, you guys, but I did decide to go ahead and get those. I know in my last video with my last haul, I talked about that I had gotten autumn and winter of the Cricut collection patterns, and I decided to go ahead. I looked at them over and I wanted to do all of them, so I went ahead and got summer and spring. And that was just because I was afraid that when I went back to get them, they wouldn't be available. So I went ahead and got those. Haven't kitted them up or anything. And while I was kind of perusing, I found this one that's called Beachy Mood that's kind of similar. So I got that because I think it's really cute. And we live near the ocean. So, so there's that. And then I also got, oh, where did it go? I got the buttons. Oh, there they are. I got the buttons. They didn't have all of them, but I got some of the buttons that go for Beachy Mood. There's little hearts and little sand dollars and little stars. So I got those. And then I also, the only other thing I got, and I got all this from 123 Stitch, the only other thing I got is I was curious about this Etoile, the new Etoile DMC. So I decided to just get a few skeins of it just to see. It's not currently in my Joann's, and I don't have an LNS, so I was curious about it. And it is really pretty. It's just a very subtle shimmer, and I just got, I got 310. I got, this one is like I got ecru, I got white, and then I got like this caramely color. So just some neutrals just to kind of see what those look like. So, and I have an idea of what I might want to swap some of them out for a regular 310 on some things. But that was really it for haul. Besides, I don't think I had hauled or shown you this stocking because that I got, I think, after my last video. So I was kind of looking for ones with penguins on it. So Anyway, so that's it. As far as plans go, I don't want to start too many more whips until I finish a few things, but I'm really motivated to do. I want to start a Halloween piece. I've been saying that now for a year. So I need to go through what I have kitted up and see which one I want to. I have several patterns, and I just got to figure out which one I want to start. I also want to do, I think I want to do kind of like an autumn pattern. I just love autumn, and I think I might go ahead and start on that Lizzie Kate, one of the Lizzie Kate seasonal ones that I have. Maybe that one I had kitted up from 3 Stitches when I was in Texas. And that would be my first linen project, but I'm thinking maybe I should do an even weave project first. And then the other thing I'm really kind of feeling like I want to do is I bought all those Soda Stitch patterns, and I think I'd like to start on one of those at some point this year. I might wait till I finish my band sampler before I get another one going. But like I said, I hope to finish that in the next week or so. So anyway, so that is my WIP parade, kind of an update. I hope you all are doing well, and I look forward to getting some stuff accomplished. I know on my last video I talked about, I think I titled it Selfish Stitching, and then I looked back at what I said, and I thought that didn't sound very good. And it's not that I'm not going to stitch things for other people. Mostly it's that I'm going to make sure I stitch some things for myself, but I'm just not going to put firm or hard stop deadlines on things. I just need it to be a little bit more relaxed for this year. And you know, and I'm, like I said, I put the pressure on myself, but that's what I want to do moving forward. And so anyway, I need to do some finishing too. I have several things in my pile that aren't finished, and so I need to kind of get that figured out. And so yeah, so that's kind of it. I also am thinking I might try it in my hand at sewing some project bags, but we'll see. But anyway, so that's it for me today. I hope you guys are all doing well and having a great winter. It's lovely here. I hate to tell you this, many of you are in a snowstorm, but it's beautiful. It's in the 70s here today in California. So anyway, again, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.